we have two things planned for today so far. First off, we're gonna head out to the bus because I need to grab the Mac Mini that I have out there that was set up in the workstation and that, and I'll explain why we're doing that when we get there. Also, we need to fire up the generator and charge the chassis batteries and just kind of do some other stuff while we're there. But then also, we're gonna throw some new tires on the bounder. I'm not going to show the process because I'm in the middle of making the video for installing the speed upgrade kit, and that will be part of it. But for assorted reasons, my tires are bald. So I bought some new ones and we're gonna stick those on there. So anyways, it's already almost 4 o'clock in the afternoon. Not sure why it's such a late start. It's not exactly warm outside, but the sun's out, so that's nice. Let's fire up the van and head out to the bus. So as it turns out, I'm an idiot and I need to grab the C300. This F3 does not do well in the gravel out there. I was on the lift getting into the van and then I realized, oh crap, I'm in the wrong chair. So yeah, I should probably do that real quick. Go away barbecue. This is utility chair 2.0 that we put the larger tires on. So this will do well. Well, this will allow me to move around out there. Oh look, it's a bus. Oh hey, it's a generator. These are supposedly easy start. This is that Ryobi one we got a while back. But this one, for some reason, I don't remember if I've checked the spark plug or not. I've adjusted the choke, but it is definitely not one start. It will start, but it takes a bit of work. Ooh, might go easier this time. Hey, there we go. Then we will give it the high idle to let it warm up. These small engines are kind of particular with needing to be warmed up all the way before you actually put a load on them. We're only going to run about 400 watts on it, but all right, let's see if it'll work. There we go. Now we can turn on the batteries on this thing and get the lift pulled out and get to work inside. But yeah, as you can see here, big crushed rock. In that video a while back, I got stuck over there somewhere, so this chair, no problem. And then before we deploy that all the way, I've got a cord down here. Everything's sharp. There we go. And this will power up our section of the grid feed that's necessary to charge the batteries. Oh yeah, these batteries are cold. Not getting stuck. Okay, careful. Sheesh. There we go. Now, the charger that I have in here for the grid batteries is I think it's a Pro Mariner 2-channel one, and it takes 3 or 4 minutes to detect the state of charge before it actually fires up and starts charging the battery. According to the generator, the little screen there that you probably can't see, it hasn't started charging yet. So I'm going to sit here and wait a minute for that thing to ramp up. Then we will use the lift to... Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. Now we can use the lift. Once the charger actually activates, it will supply more power for the lift. So as we start going up here, you'll hear the engine RPM increase, probably. Oh, there it goes. This is so high off the ground. Welcome back to the bus. Haven't been here in a minute. So we're in a parking area here. We don't have heat. We do have the solar panels, which keep the like the house batteries charged, and that can run my internet connection, the security cameras and stuff like that, no problem. However, seeing as how where I was parked previously for the last like 2.5 or 3 years or whatever, I had grid power. I didn't tie the solar panels into the actual chassis batteries. Now those are the ones that are responsible for starting the engine and operating the wheelchair lift. I should probably get a DC to DC charger and connect those up, seeing as how this thing is going to be parked for extended periods. And even after you turn off the batteries, the equalizer is still running, and obviously you'll get a little bit of draw just from sitting as well. So anyways, all that being said, it's sitting here in the weather and we don't have a heat source in here, which means we're gonna get condensation. Now, we do still have all the bubble wrap and stuff in the windows. Well, most of the windows. There we go, you can see there. We are still gonna get some heat in here with this winter sun, but we're gonna have a humidity issue. So I've gone through, well, with the exception of this, I've gotten everything that's made out of cardboard, all the blankets and bed sheets and stuff out of here. Anything that's gonna mold or be disturbed by moisture. But we have the Mac Mini computer up here, and that is mounted under this desk. And I could actually use that machine. I've got it, it's mounted up underneath here. So we're gonna pull that out of here, seeing as how it's a cold and, what is all this? Is there something dripping from the ceiling? Maybe I spilled my coffee when I was in here last time. Anyways, regardless, we need to pull that out of here because in this high humidity environment, that thing can potentially corrode and stuff. So let's check in on the battery charger. Looks like we're getting 62 watts currently. And battery voltage is in float mode at 27. We'll check the inverter. That's somehow outputting 0 watts, which is strange. Although the modem and stuff probably doesn't pull more than a watt. Anyways, we're gonna let the chassis batteries charge for a while. I might fire up the engine while I'm here. It is cold enough that the diesel fuel may be gelled. I can't remember if I put additive in it or not. So anyways, I'm gonna flop onto the floor. We're gonna get this computer out of here. I think I still have, yes, we still have our light here. This will be handy. Just gonna check for evidence of mice here real quick. There were some mouse droppings in here last time I was in, and also in one of the luggage bays, but I think that was from before I moved the bus. Where we're at now, there shouldn't be a mouse or rodent problem. Everything looks fine back here. Like I said, I've gotten rid of all the cardboard and paper and anything they would want to chew through, or things that'll mold or whatever, so yeah. Alright, cool, let's get to work. Let's unhook our HDMI cables here. Then remember to take our power cord with us. Then our Ethernet. And then if I remember, let's see, how does this work? I think we pull these screws and this whole thing should slide out of here. I originally had my other computer sitting kind of up here on the floor, and I had these KVM switches. Well, not KVM switches, they were like HDMI switchers. I was actually using them backwards, but we had those set up so that I could run my Windows machine and this editing computer on the same set of double monitors. Okay, yeah, it's coming back to me now. So we remove these. I put these brackets in here in such a way so that this won't fall out of here. And we take the screws out. There is a way to shimmy this out of here. I do know that. I've done it before. Now, I think with all the humidity and stuff, the wood is kind of expanded. How does this work? Is it this way? This thing doesn't have mechanical hard drives in it though, so I'm not worried about pounding on it. Yeah, I think we go this way, and then we can tilt it down. There we go, got it. Okay, that was the whole thing. So here you can see, I built this little tray to stick the Mac Mini on, and we've got these brackets wrapped in electrical tape. Not so much to keep it from getting scratched, but so the frictal forces hold it in place. And then I think this should just kind of slide out of here. Need several hands for this. All right, there we go. Then I drilled some additional holes. You can see those. Yeah, I drilled some additional holes for the intake on this thing, so we get more airflow going in. Seeing as how it was kind of up here in a tight area, then the exhaust blows out the back through there. All right, cool. So that's out of here now. There's that. And then just need this one DisplayPort 2 to HDMI. And that combined with the second HDMI or the one HDMI that's on here should be good. I'm planning on hooking this up to another dual monitor setup back at the apartment. So, all right, cool. I'm gonna put these screws back in so I don't lose them, and then I'm gonna rest for a minute. I'll be right back. Pretty much guarantee I'm gonna lose this thing, but we'll stick it right up here next to the network rack, and there we go. Oh yeah, I can see that. If I ever can't find it, I'll be able to refer back to this video. All right, we flipped the solenoid so the engine bay doors and everything else are unlocked now. Let's see if we can fire this old girl up. Okay, rear controls enabled. And by the way, on this bus, the key has to be in the ignition for any of this to work. This gravel, man. Hang on, I gotta get a run at this. Okay, here goes nothing. Fired right up, no problem. Let's we can shut down the battery charger now. But we're gonna go back inside and hit the high idle. Okay, everything seems good in here. Usually I like to blip the throttle just a little bit. Then we'll hit the fast idle. And that buzzer should go away in a minute when we build air pressure. Fast forward a few minutes, we'll shut down that generator. All right. All right, the sun is very powerful. I think we're good to go here. We're gonna head back to the apartment and then get some tires on the bounder. And then, oh, supposed to dump like a foot or two of snow on Thursday. I'm sure that'll translate into like maybe an inch, but I don't know, we'll see. But it'll be nice to have some new tires on that thing. And if we get snow, I'll be able to test a bunch of chairs properly because I don't live in a gravel parking lot anymore. So anyways, let's go. It's apparently the next day now, but we have the bounder here and we're gonna swap out some tires. As you can see, these ones fairly bald, and these ones are, aside from being covered in Armor All or something, are much more betterer and foam filled. So we're gonna move my foot out of the way and we'll jam these on here real quick. I was gonna do the whole YouTube snap your fingers thing, but we'll probably just do a time lapse. But yeah, again, I'm gonna cover all this in the upcoming video where we're going to install the speed upgrade kit on this thing. And yeah, we'll go over all of that stuff. Okay, well, I changed my mind. We are gonna do the whole magical look, it's already done thing. Look, there's already new tires on this chair. Well, at least on one side. Yeah, that is a whole process that we will cover in the next video. It's a little more specific than I remembered, but yeah, it's not hard. There's just very specific steps you have to take. So anyways, I'm gonna flip this thing around, get this tire on the other side. I don't know if they normally armor all their tires or if that was just for my benefit. But yeah, we're gonna flip this around, get that done, and then burnouts. And there we go. We have new drive tires on the back of this thing. That was a lot of work. But I learned a few things, and that's nice because when I do the instructional video, I will be able to show my tips and tricks, hints and secrets, life hacks. I don't know, all that stuff. Okay, this is pretty random and unexpected, but we're into the van now, and I'm gonna be putting some lanolin coating under this thing. Our winter weather is finally about to hit, and I've been meaning to do it. We have this big sheet metal floor that was added for the inside, and it needs to be coated for corrosion and stuff. So I'm gonna put a layer of this stuff in there. It's worked pretty well on the bus. Then move over to the other side and take care of that as well. But yeah, super kind of random. This stuff smells amazing too. And some electrical tape here that needs to go. Got the other side pretty good. Now we're gonna do over here. My main concern is this floor and where it welds to everything. It, yeah, looking pretty good. Okay, well, oh hey, it's Enoch. That's random. We got everything, used up almost the whole can. Got a little bit of sludge we need to clean off here from when they did the back axle, but yeah, yay, we're protected. All right, so many things occurring. Hang on, I gotta put this stuff down. So we use most of the can of this stuff. It's a lanolin-based liquid, waxy stuff, whatever. Good for, hey, we have lights. It goes on, and it's sort of a rust converter, but also corrosion inhibitor and all that. I was out there finishing up, and it's funny because I heard a 6-liter Power Stroke pulling up, but a 6-liter Power Stroke that was running properly, which is not very common. And then I noticed it was my friend Enoch. So he was coming over to get me buckets of de-icer and a spreader because I'm in charge of leaf blowing and then also putting down ice melter, snow melter stuff around here. And then also Kirkland's signature cold brew coffee in cans showed up. So yeah, we got all that now. Luckily, I just washed my hoodie and these jeans before I decided to roll around on the ground. And I am now covered in fluid film, as well as all of the junk that trees throw on the ground. Trees are slobs, by the way. Trying not to drop it. Here we go. Apparently these are a scarce commodity right now around here. Trying to one-hand it. There we go. Oh, I have a slow cooker roast kit. I should probably do something with that. All right. I think we're gonna call that a day. We got the banner put together. We got the maintenance-y stuff down at the bus. I'm working on getting the Mac Mini hooked up. The floor, as you can see, is kind of half apart. All the flooring is here and ready to go. So I think this weekend we're gonna be ripping all that out. So I'm kind of in the process of moving stuff around, and I don't even know why I'm showing this, but this is the current setup with the Mac Mini. We got the KVM set up here. All this is gonna get moved though, and it's all gonna get mounted to the desk, so that's triggering my OCD like you wouldn't believe right now. But I need to now wash all of my clothes again and drink some coffee. I just got like 7 alerts on my phone for like ice storms, black ice, snow, freezing rain in a bunch of different cities around here. So usually when everyone starts freaking out about this stuff, things don't materialize the way they think, but I don't know. Everyone is wussies around here. No one knows what actual cold and snow is. So future me here. So in case you didn't know, this area is actually pretty good for proper ice storms. And I've been looking at the radar maps and some of the actual weather data, and I think we might actually get a pretty decent coating of ice here. So I got the de-icer put down outside. Snow and all that stuff I don't really care about. It never gets below like 20 degrees here really, but the ice, holy cow. Here's a few photos from the last ice storm we had like 3 years ago. Maybe it was 2 years ago. I don't remember, but it's legit amounts of ice. Should be interesting to see what happens. Anyways, I'll catch you guys tomorrow on the live stream, and yeah, see you then.